Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Thanks for coming in here and joining me. As you come in, I'm gonna ask that you please hit that like button, subscribe, and if you see that hype button, please smack it. Please hype up the video. The reaction today is coming from over there in the UK with MURAD Morelli. It's coming from MURAD Morelli's platform. It is also in the description of the video. And we'll just go ahead and get started because Andrew and Sarah has gotten busted. Busted. You hear me? All right, here we go. Let's see what all these little secrets they trying to cover up from everybody.
So, Andrew and Sarah Ferguson clearly had secret
Trying
plans that they were actually undertaking whilst the Queen was even in residence because they were so desperate for money. Because it looks like an investigation has taken place and they are being exposed again. Hey guys, it's MERALI. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. Another day, another Andrew scandal looms over the royal palaces and the royal abode. It's just stressing out his brother King Charles even more. The man who currently is diagnosed with cancer and going through it.
Maybe Andrew trying, but you better chill out. Cause when William get the reins, I hate it.
I wouldn't be surprised if this basically puts him in a very dire position in his health. But let's get into this because it's no longer Prince Andrew. It's
It's
Andrew
Andrew.
Mountbatten Windsor, or Andrew Windsor, you can call him. And it's been revealed exclusively via the BBC that he arranged a private tour guide of Buckingham Palace whilst the
Dang, y'all, look at Sarah. Oh my God. What the world? The world happened? They better keep showing her from the front. Ain't that Sarah? Gosh.
a private tour guide of Buckingham Palace whilst the late Queen was in residence for secret top businessmen from a cryptocurrency mining firm, which agreed to pay his ex-wife up to 1.4 million, the BBC can reveal, and footage has been released of them driving around Buckingham Palace taking videos for their own tour. Now, it's important to note that at this time, public and private tours were completely closed off. The palace was not open for any of this. So whilst the Queen was in residence, Andrew allowed random businessmen to come into the palace and simply do this tour. These businessmen could have easily assassinated somebody in Buckingham Palace or even the Queen or somebody of high importance, because one could ask, well, the Queen would have security. Well, if they've bypassed immediately with the help of the Sun, then
Wow. That mean they didn't care what happened to who. They no wonder darn William want them gone and Kate scared probably to be around him. He let anybody up in there, boy. As long as Sarah was gonna get her some money. Shoot.
what security would protect the Queen if the Sun is expediting all of this? Jay Bloom and his colleague Michael Evers were driven through the palace gates in the former prince's own car after being collected from their five-star Knightsbridge hotel for the visit. Their company, Pegasus Group Holdings, which Mr. Bloom co-founded, employed Sarah Ferguson as a brand ambassador for a crypto mining scheme which would lose investors millions when it failed less than a year later. Embarrassing for her once again. Mr. Bloom, an entrepreneur who had previously set up a failed mafia-themed museum in Las Vegas, were met by a greeter and escorted inside the palace. Mr. Evers told the BBC that they then met the Queen, although Mr. Bloom disputed this. Wow. So apparently they, met the Queen. Miss Ferguson was working with Pegasus Group Holdings at the time for the palace visit while she was Duchess of York to promote plans to use thousands of solar power generations to mine Bitcoin. But the project failed, with only 615 of the planned 16,000 generators acquired and just 33,000 in cryptocurrency mined. So it looks like Sarah Ferguson was the front runner, the person at the front of all these businesses.
Of course she was. She the one wanted all the money. Sarah was money hungry. And Andrew just wanted to live somewhere for free and have his minions, you know?
to acquire these people, and in exchange they could do these tours, and they were gifted 1.4 million, and in return Sarah Ferguson promised great reward and money, which never took place. It sounds like a reoccurring theme, a reoccurring conversation of how Sarah Ferguson will lie and beg for money from people and then basically can't cough up the money that she promised at the end of the deal. This is what Andrew...
And that's when she be trying to darn, you want to meet my daughter? Daughters? Some mom, huh?
was doing. But at this moment of time in June 2019, the royal family and the royal press rota were way too much focused on bashing Meghan Markle 24/7, when in actual fact, simultaneously at the same time, their son was letting random businessmen go into the royal family, with some of them even claiming now that they actually met the Queen, putting so many people in danger, but they instead were trying to focus on basically being...
And they had a video to show. So they should be like, man, you ain't met no Queen. They showing the video of the darn riding around through there and stuff. Yes, I did. I met her. I forgot to we didn't take a picture with her, but we had, look at this video we got. Oh, true. I forgot what else I was gonna say, but that part.
harmful and bashing Meghan Markle, when you could have been actually protecting...
That's exactly what I was gonna say, when you said Meghan. Leave Meghan alone. Meghan and Harry don't care nothing about over there. Harry care about his daddy's health. That is it. That is all. But Meghan, I don't know. But Meghan, look, I saw this thing on a freaking on here. I didn't watch it because I knew that was clickbait. Talking about Harry and Meghan breaks up or ain't getting along or something crazy like they were gonna split up, right? That's because every time they have a scandal over there, like they got Andrew all over the place and Sara all over the place. Now they're gonna have to bring up, and then Kate didn't want to go with William to something. So now they gotta bring up Harry and Meghan, just like MURAD said they was gonna do. That y'all are crazy, man. Ain't no telling what's behind all them darn walls and doors and under that in the darn dungeon and attic and stuff. Somebody need to do a clean freaking sweep. That's all I gotta say. Okay. And I know y'all missed the went back too far. Y'all, here we go. Let's just
to focus on basically being harmful and bashing Meghan Markle, when
There
you
we
could have
go.
been actually protecting the people in the palace, because your son is exposing them to so many bad people. Isn't it ridiculous? You have Sarah Ferguson being exposed again, begging for money, asking for money, and can't even cough up her end of the deal. You have Andrew allowing people to basically go into the palace and do these secret tours in exchange for some cryptocurrency money, when at the same time, especially in 2019, they were bashing people left, right, and center.
MURAD.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Like, it's just complete and utter embarrassment as to what is happening here, that they're focusing on so much of the wrong stuff. Had they focused on the right stuff from the beginning, the royal family actually would have been respected. It would have been loved and wanted by loads of people. They would have made a lot more money from tourists coming in. But instead they didn't. They wanted to focus on hating Meghan when you have your own son doing an absolute embarrassment, bringing the royal family down from inside within right in front of their eyes. And even Elizabeth herself was too blind to see from her mother's love, paying 12 million to settle everything, thinking that the Virginia stuff was going to go away, but it didn't, because the book is out. And as of right now, her family have stated that they have taken down a prince, because it's no longer Prince Andrew. It's Andrew Windsor, and that's his name. So this investigation basically has exposed this. Not only that, guys, but basically Andrew also, it's been revealed, refused routinely to give his approval to statements acknowledging the victims of Epstein, effectively blocking the palace from making such a declaration. A source close to the king and queen told the Times all communication had required Andrew's sign-off, and that the former duke refused to approve messages until references to victims were removed, wanting to basically put them in a position where they could not advance or be heard. Purposely, he did that, and it's all in documents. So it makes this man even more guilty, because what ammunition would you need to even be doing this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh at Andrew. That's all I'm gonna do. And Sarah. Andrew and Sarah. Y'all are two peas in the pod. Y'all were made for each other. Cause both of y'all are, you know,
Now the government is
I'm
looking,
blaming
guys,
them
to
about.
strip Andrew of vice admiral positions as well. There is a remaining vice admiral position, and we are being guided by the king and now
Man,
looking to remove it. It was an honorary, sorry, position for this man, and now that isn't really going to help. U.S. lawmakers are calling for Andrew to reveal what he knew about Epstein once again. They're calling Andrew to come forward. Members of the House Oversight Committee probing Epstein's crimes, so they would be prepped to subpoena the former prince in a bid to get him talking. But it's going to be difficult to do any of that whilst he's outside of the US. If he wants to clear his name, if he wants to do right by the victims, he will come forward. That is what.
that Joker don't want to come over here. He don't want. He's scared to come back over here because he know over here we don't be playing. You know we don't play over here. You better stay over there. But for the victims, I'm hoping he'll just come over, get it over with. Just get whatever over with that's gonna happen. That's all I can say. The victims, they already told on you anyway. So we already know. That's why you're not a prince and you're about to get whatever else stripped away. And your wife, I don't know, or your ex-wife, I don't know. And then you got your daughters shamed to walk the streets now. They thought they had it going on when Kate was missing. But well, when she was getting her facelift, allegedly. Well, it's not the bottom. It's my banner. Mhm.
Right by the victims, he will come forward. That is what you need to do. So not only was Andrew preventing other victims coming forward by refusing to sign off stuff, he's not going to go off, but you've got new US pressure on him to come over. And then another secret investigation has exposed what him and Sarah Ferguson were actually doing. And this, what, it's been what, 24 to 48 hours? You know, Friday night, Saturday morning is when officially that he was stripped. Basically, it's been 24 to 48 hours since all of that's happened. My guess is that they've done all that because something big is actually coming out. And this is only just the crumbs, guys. This sounds big to us, but it's only just the crumbs. Something juggernaut is going to happen where I feel like some kind of video footage has gotten this man doing something insane. And, you know, people are threatening to leak it, have it, or that it's coming out. There's a deadline. And therefore, they thought, you know what? This is coming out. You got to be removed. Your title has to go. All other titles and honorary titles all have to go immediately. There is a shift going on.
Something big is gonna happen. That's why Kate don't even want to be around you, Andrew. And William better watch his back because he might have. Y'all know what they do in the industry. He might have said, "Look, you can have my nephew, William." Because don't try Harry, because Megan already know the tricks. Okay. Shoot, they probably know the darn tricks. They probably invented the darn tricks. Because they the top over there, right? Whatever.
The same time, I think Andrew is being used as an example because there are other people that they don't want to be looked at. So therefore, Andrew is being used as that example as of right now. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this royal nugget. Another day. Another embarrassing day for the royal family. Embarrassing stories for the royal family because they wasted so much time focusing on Meghan when they could have been actually fixing their image and been in a far better position today if they were.
Yeah.
Sad, don't you think? Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate.
Very sad, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got right there, y'all. I ain't got nothing else to say. Murad done said it all. He said a mouthful. Well. Don't seem like Sarah gonna get her money, and don't seem like Andrew gonna get something else stripped, and then all them videos coming out for when that big one come out, and it has like you might have a darn video of them in the bed sleeping, like just in them long robe gowns they probably sleep in with the rollers in the head, or and don't have the wig on, or anything. William laid out in the chair drunk, so anything, passed out. I mean, just inside. They was inside of the place. I don't know, y'all. Whatever. Okay. That's all I got. So I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Bye. Sissy Squad.